Okay, we're going to start by coming to lab.devra.edu and launching Google Chrome. From Google Chrome, we're going to go to our course, into modules, down to week 5, Excel 2019, Chapter 2, Guided Project. You'll then download your start file. Don't open it yet. You'll come back to lab.devra.edu and launch Excel from here. Once in Excel, you open other workbooks. I can go to my Downloads folder. Downloads folder. And I should see Sierra Pacific 02. Okay, enable editing. And then I'm gonna split screen my directions and the actual paper. If they would cooperate today. Nope, come on. All right, there we go. If I can get them just right, it makes it a little bit easier. Okay. So now our directions are right below here, and we've already done number 1, which is open the file. Select the student loan sheet and select cells B5 through C8. So make sure we're on student loan B5 to C8. Click the Create from Selection button. So I'll go to the Formulas tab, Defined Name Group, and Create from Selection. Verify the left column. Deselect top row if it is checked, and click OK. Select cells E5 through F7 and repeat steps A through D. I think B through D, but okay. So E5 to F7. Then we'll go to Define Names and Create from Selection. Left column, make sure top row is not checked. Okay. click the Name Manager button. So under the Define Names group, we want the Name Manager. Notice that the cell references are absolute with the $signs in front. Click Close. All right, so now we're on to number 3. We're going to enter a PMT function. Select cell C8. Click the Financial button. Scroll down until you see PMT. Click the Rate box. And then you can scoot this over if you need to, but you want to click cell C7. Notice it substitutes the name reference of rate. Okay, immediately after rate, divide by 12 for the number of monthly payments. Then in the M per box, and then click cell C6. You should see long term. Then type times 12. Now we're in the PV or present value window. I'm going to type minus and then click cell C5, which is the loan amount. We're going to leave these two empty and click OK. And the amount displayed should be $186.43. Click in that cell and we'll come back to home, and we want to verify that it is an accounting number. And cell C5 should be as well, but it already is. Now we're down to number 4. We're going to create a total interest formula. Okay, so next we're on to cell C5. I'm sorry, F5. Total interest. It's calculated by multiplying the monthly payment by the total number of payments to determine the total quality. Total outlay. For this amount, you subtract the loan amount. Okay, so we're going to hit equals and then click cell C8. then asterisk to multiply, and click C6. So that's the monthly payment by the total number of payments. Okay, then we're going to type minus. It's actually a group in Atlanta. Then we'll click cell C5. And I missed something somewhere because it should be, I missed the times 12. So payment times loan term times 12 minus loan amount. There we go. Okay. That got all of that. And our result should be 1185.81. Now on number 5, we're going to create the total principal formula and the total loan cost. Okay, so we'll select cell F6, the total principal. And we're going to multiply the monthly payments by the total number of payments. From this amount, we subtract the total interest. Okay, so equals. And we click cell C8. Multiply C6 times 12 times 12 minus F5. Okay, that was not F5, it's C5. I mean, it wasn't C5, it's F5. So you should have payment times loan term times 12 minus total interest, which is F5. The total principal is the amount of the loan. Click cell F7 and the total cost of the loan. This is the total principal plus the total interest. So equals F5 plus F6 and enter. Now we're on number 6. We're going to build an amortization schedule. Click on cell B13 equals, and then click on cell C5, and that is our beginning balance. We want to format this as accounting. All right, now select cell C13. The interest for each payment is calculated by multiplying the balance in column B by the rate divided by 12. So equals B13 times, and then a left parentheses, and click cell C7, divided by 12, and right parentheses. Press enter. The result comes in as 3.37.5, and we want to convert that to accounting format. Select cell D13. This is the amount of the principal for each payment. And we're going to type equals cell C8, which is the amount of the payment, minus cell C13, which is the amount of the interest, and press enter. First month's payment or principal is $148.93. Oh, and the $37.50 is the interest. Okay, now we're on E13 equals, and this is C13 plus D13 and enter, and it should match cell C8. All right, now F13, which is ending balance. The ending balance is the beginning balance minus the principal payment. So equals cell B13 minus, and then D13, and then hit enter. So our first ending balance is $9,851.07. Okay, now I'm going to select cells A13 and A14. This is a series with an increment of 1. So we'll drag the pointer down to A72, and that should bring it to 60, which is the total number of payments. Okay, come back and select B14. The beginning balance for the second payment is the ending balance for the first payment. So we'll hit equals F13 and enter. On B14, we'll double click the fill pointer and fill the formula down to 72. It comes in as a hyphen till we complete the rest of it. All right, now C13 to F13. Double click the fill pointer. All right, come on, quit being mean. Let me try it again. C13 to F13. I should be able to do them all at once. There we go. Now you'll see my table is completely filled in with the number of payments down to 60. Last payment or ending balance should be 0. Okay, from here I can press Control Home. And we're going to build a multiplication formula. So we'll go to Fees and Credits for number 8. That's this tab here down at the bottom. Select cell F7. We'll type equals, and we want C7 times D7 times E7, and hit enter. I'm going to double click this fill pointer for F7, and it should complete the total fees. We want to make sure that they are in the currency format. And on F18, set a single bottom border. I think I gotta get bigger to see my borders. Oh yeah, that's right, I'm not in Word. Nope, there it was. Single bottom border. I see that. Oh. Okay. For number 9, we're going to use SUMIF to calculate fees by department. So we'll scroll down and select cell C26. On the Formulas tab under Functions, you should see Math and Trig. If not, hit More Functions. And we'll scroll down to SUMIF. In the range box, And I'm going to move it out of the way so I can select B7 to B18. Okay, then we'll press F4 and make that absolute. And then in criteria, we want B26. Bingo. All right, then in sum range, select cells F7 to F18. Again, you can move this window around however you need to. So you can go select F7 to F18. And again, we'll hit F4 to make that an absolute cell reference. And then click OK. Your result should be 13,350. Click cell C26 and then click and drag the fill pointer to C27, 28, and 29. Down here, hit this little pop-up and fill without formatting, and that preserves our borders. Then we want to make sure those are formatted as currencies, so I'll come to Home and mark them currency. Okay, now we're on number 11. Select D26. Go back to the Math and Trig. And this time we want sum product. Okay, for array 1, I want C7 to C9. Array 2 is D7 to D9. And OK. All right, click this cell to get its trace error. The formula omits adjacent cells. But that's okay, so we're going to hit ignore error. Okay, now we're on to number 12. Copy and edit the sum product. So click cell D26. Drag the fill pointer to copy and paste it to the bottom 3 cells, but do it without formatting so it keeps our borders. And we'll click D27 and click Insert Function button in the formula bar. And This should say C10 now to C12. And D10 to D12. Not 112, 12. And click OK. You could also reselect those if you wanted to. We want to edit the errors. Edit and complete the formula errors here. So this one, for 28 should be C13 to C15. And D13 to D15. And as I fix these, I want them to tell it to ignore the error. Now I got the last one, and it should be C16 to 18. And I'll ignore that error. Select cell F20. Equals TO. Hit enter, and that should give us today, unless I did it wrong. Okay. And control home. Now we're going to paste the range names on a new sheet. We'll click the New Sheet tab button down here at the bottom. We're going to name the new sheet, double click it, Range Names. Okay, press F3. Oh, I didn't hit enter down here. F3, and it gives us a paste name dialog box. Click paste list. Come to the end, double click, and that should auto fit content. Then we're going to save. close this out, come back up to the top, and upload for grading. Again, I just point to my downloads folder, and it should be right there.